Hi, this is Professor Juergens-Cole. This is the lecture for Chapters 1 and 2 of PTAC 2314 at San Jacinto College for Quality Principles. Why quality is important. Why quality is important. Quality offers a competitive advantage. Companies that offer higher quality products and services than their competitors realize the following benefits: improved innovation, motivated and talented workforce, reduced waste, and increased efficiency and profits. Quality directly leads to increased market share and increased profits relative to competitors. The definition of quality. Quality is not easy to define because it means something different to different people. On the other hand, it is easy to define quantity. Quantity is a given number and has an operational definition, meaning that everyone agrees what a certain quantity means. If Nancy tells Bob that she has 6 red apples, they will readily agree on the quantity and color, both are operational definitions, of the fruit. However, if Sam tells Mary that he has 6 high-quality apples, they may only agree on the number of apples that Sam has. Sam may think that high quality means very sweet, while Mary may prefer tart fruit, so she would not agree with Sam's definition of quality. There are multiple definitions of quality, and even the gurus of quality management systems do not agree on a common definition. What is important in defining quality is that it involves a customer's viewpoint of the product or service, and customer satisfaction is key to delivering quality. Quality systems. One of the gurus of quality is Dr. Walter Shewhart, who worked for Western Electric in 1924. Dr. Shewhart outlined the essential principles and considerations that are now known as process quality control. A major contribution of Dr. Shewhart's work involved reducing the variation in the manufacturing process. He created the basis of the control chart and developed the concepts of statistical control. We'll talk about these in the latter part of our class. Most manufacturing processes use statistical control today to maintain and improve production quality. A quality system is a methodology that will cause or allow something desirable to happen or cause something undesirable to stop happening in a work process. For example, let's consider the oven in your home. You might want to set the temperature at 350 degrees to bake cookies. If it does not operate as a quality system, the oven may actually heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and the cookies would burn, an undesirable effect in the baking process. Some quality systems include, and you should reference Table 1.2 in your textbook, military and government standards, Total Quality Management, known as TQM, ISO 9000, the Malcolm Baldrige Award, the Deming Prize, and Six Sigma. Continuous improvement. Once a company has established a quality system, the system will need to be continually revised and improved. Companies, customers, competitors, and the economy are constantly changing, and in order to meet the challenges of industry, firms must continually adapt their quality systems. Management and employees at firms should question whether they are satisfied with the firm's performance. With a mindset to quality, they will never be fully satisfied, since products and services can be constantly improved to further meet the needs and wants of customers, what we call customer satisfaction. Benefits of a quality process. Embracing quality is more than lip service. Firms with quality processes benefit in many practical ways, including increased productivity and lower costs. Lower costs generally lead to increased profits. As an example, winners of the Deming Prize, a Japanese quality award, demonstrate profitability at 2 times the rate of other companies. Other studies verify the link between quality, market share, and profitability. How it all began. Recall that the definition of quality is closely associated with customer satisfaction. One definition of quality is meeting the customer's requirements. Customers prefer consistency and knowing what to expect when they purchase a product. This is one of the reasons that fast food restaurants are popular. Regardless if you order a burger and fries at a McDonald's in Houston, Texas, Houston, Pennsylvania, or Houston, Florida, you know exactly what to expect. Because of business processes, the burgers and fries will be prepared and served in a consistent manner. The modern industrial production system. Mass production requires three elements: a way to manufacture identical and interchangeable parts, an assembly line, and scientific management guiding the organization of the assembly work. Frederick W. Taylor is considered the father of modern scientific management. In 1911, he published a seminal book called The Principles of Scientific Management, which touched off a revolution in productivity. Taylor's work focused on the way individuals performed specific tasks, and his methodology resulted in assigning each worker a small, repeatable task on the assembly line. Scientific management principles allowed American manufacturing to excel against other competitor nations. However, Taylor's work reduced the individual worker to nothing more than a human machine. He did not recognize the will or motivation of workers to improve their own circumstances. The business need for quality. Quality results in several advantages for a business, including the following. Quality helps to retain customers over the long run by building trust and loyalty. Producing quality goods and services helps a firm sustain profitability. Being known as a quality producer helps to expand the customer base, and operating with quality principles will help to reduce waste and decrease operating expenses. Before mass production became the norm, goods were primarily manufactured by skilled tradesmen and craftspeople. Mass production was widely introduced in the late 19th century as machines were able to replace many menial tasks. However, a drawback of industrialization and mass production was that quality suffered. In the United States, quantity of production was a stronger goal than quality, especially after World War II. The first hints of quality. After World War II, the American General Douglas MacArthur demanded high-quality radios, or walkie-talkies, in occupied Japan. At the time, Japanese producers were unable to manufacture radios due to the heavy destruction the country suffered during the war. MacArthur brought in a team of experts to help teach the Japanese manufacturing principles, and the first hints of quality were born in rebuilding the Japanese economy. Charles W. Protzman was a Western Electric engineer, joining Homer Sarason on MacArthur's command in 1948. They taught the Japanese how to manage a modern manufacturing company. A guiding principle was, "We shall build good ships here, at a profit if we can, at a loss if we must, but always good ships." This quote means that quality was a guiding principle and they would not produce any inferior products. Sarason's systems approach. Homer Sarason, we discussed in the previous slide, as a counterpart to Charles Protzman, helping MacArthur establish quality in Japan. Quality had originally focused on inspection. Inspection will work well on an individual basis, but when mass production yields hundreds or thousands of items per hour in a manufacturing plant, each and every item cannot realistically be inspected without tremendous cost. Roughly 15 to 30% of the budget at a manufacturing facility is directed toward finding and fixing defects. A system is a group of equipment that works together to accomplish a task and/or a collection of processes dependent upon one another to complete a task or product. Sarason approached quality as a system. By using a systematic approach, waste can be eliminated, costs can be reduced, and time and money do not have to be dedicated to just finding and fixing mistakes. Sarason also stressed that companies must understand their mission and purpose for being in business. This is more than simply to make a profit. A business strategy guides a firm to making the best products or providing the best service in their industry. W. Edwards Deming. We will continue to learn about Deming throughout the course, as he is one of the key quality gurus. During his training of Japanese manufacturing managers and workers, Sarason was joined by Dr. W. Edwards Deming to teach the philosophy of statistical quality control. Statistical quality control is the use of statistics to minimize non-random variation in a process to improve the consistency of production. Again, we will revisit statistical quality control at the end of the course. Right now, take a look at Table 2.2 in your textbook. Although the average of the octane value at both gas station A and gas station B is the same, the difference between an individual reading and the average is much greater at gas station B. This is called variance. Customers prefer low levels of variance since they prefer to purchase products with consistency. Imagine if you ordered a hamburger at one McDonald's and you were served a quarter pounder, and yet at another one you were served a half pounder. There would be a high degree of variance and a lack of consistency between the two fast food restaurants. You would not know what to expect. Quality provides customers consistency so they will be satisfied. Management and quality. Pursuing quality is a management decision, but requires the support of all workers in the company. Management policies will include the design of the process systems, reward and training for workers, and business planning. As Japanese goods began entering the U.S. market with improved quality, American firms started to embrace the theory of quality in the 1970s and 1980s. A 60-minute documentary by NBC called "If Japan Can, Why Can't We?" helped to spur the quality revolution in the United States. Companies recognized that merely producing quantity of products by taking advantage of vast natural resources does not necessarily lead to long-term profits. Technology advantages in each country are temporary. Technology that took the United States decades to learn has taken China only a few years to accomplish. Instead, the key to modern economic success is built on human resources. Organizations that hire the right people, motivate them, and retain them will succeed at the highest level. In summary, quality is difficult to define, but is focused on the needs of customers and customer satisfaction. In addition, quality offers firms a competitive advantage. Quality is the sum total of all systems in a company and requires continuous improvement. Mass manufacturing in the United States resulted in manufacturing firms focusing on quantity, not quality. Japanese manufacturing processes were rebuilt after World War II, and people like Douglas MacArthur, Charles Protzman, and W. Edwards Deming introduced quality principles to them. When market share in the U.S. began to erode in the 1980s, American firms began to embrace quality concepts. Quality is guided by management policies and is supported by a well-educated and highly motivated workforce. Thanks for listening to the lecture on Chapters 1 and 2, Why Quality is Important, for PTAC 2314 at San Jac College.